We're in a place that you never expect to find yourself. To open the window and look out onto North Korea still boggles my mind, even though we're days into the trip now.
Our guides Kim and Che have definitely warmed up to us, and because of that, I think it's going to open up parts of this country. Now we're going to have a chance to dive into some of the culture.
Every step of this world trip has taken us further away from home, to places we never expected to see.
2 years ago, I would never have understood how much this journey would change me.
This is why we travel. This is the reason that we're out here. When Justin and I graduated from our high school 10 years ago, we never thought we'd be setting foot back in a high school ever again. Certainly not one in North Korea.
Yeah, I'm getting old. I know.
I suck.
Pick the cameraman's head up. Are you alright? Oh yeah! Makes me look good when the ball goes up. I actually did get my fingers to it, if you actually noticed it.
We still got more resets.
Oh boy. Gotta go.
Recess is officially over, and now we actually had to go into school and learn something.
We're late.
You're in trouble because look how dirty you are. Playing too much at recess, so now we are in school and we have to do kind of detention, which will actually be good for us because they're going to try to teach us all the words that we need to learn that we haven't learned yet. So detention, but it's probably for the best.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, hello.
Good morning, class. In Korean, 안녕하십니까?
안녕하십니까.
You say 안녕하십니까, 선생님.
안녕하십니까, 선생님.
선생님.
안녕하십니까. 안녕하십니까. 선생님.
Good, very good. You try.
안녕하십니까, 선생님.
Perfect.
You must be careful in the lesson. You are rude students. In Korean, 미안합니다.
미안합니다.
I'm sorry means 미안합니다.
미안합니다, 승수님.
We had a chance to go to a secondary school, so we're joking around, having fun, and they're laughing, and we're laughing, and it was awesome because having interactions with the kids, they could see that we weren't any kind of threat at all. We're just there to have fun. You know, those moments I'm looking for are just the real moments, and I think that's something amazing.
Concentrate on the lesson.
Teacher will kick you out of the class.
Just to see if they are good, do we have a chalk? Okay.
That's a bird.
Come up here.
Camera. Glasses. In Canada, we play ice hockey. Ice hockey.
What do you play?
I play football.
Football.
I play volleyball.
Volleyball.
I play basketball.
Very good. Okay. What's this? Football. Go. Keep it okay. 5. England. Oh.
Means so not sita.
감사합니다. 감사합니다.
Hey. Bye.
Seems like we're judges at a talent competition. We got the 2 washed-up, somewhat celebrities from North America,
somewhat.
and then we got the British snippy guy.
Yeah, when you go to schools like this, you're going to get a lot of, even in restaurants, you're going to get a lot of performance. It's very much part of the culture. Everyone here plays an instrument. Everyone apart from one person. Your parents tried to teach you the accordion, and you're about as good as what? You're about as good as a chocolate teapot. Not much good.
There's that snippy British guy we're looking for.
It's a disgrace. Do you play an instrument? Oh. Everyone here is immensely talented. It's standard. It's what I expect. Every time I come to a school, people will stand up and sing. And I just expect that. Everywhere I go now, I feel like the Queen. The smell of wet paint and musicians everywhere.
For a solid week, we are treated like royalty.
Come on, you queens, let's get going. Today, good morning. Today we're actually going to the west coast of the country. We have for your delights what you need, of course, for a fun-packed holiday. One of the lads asked, is it possible to see a water bottling factory? Well, it is.
Yay, water bottle!
Yes.
Water bottles.
I love water bottles.
Water.
I'm gonna drink so much water when I get there. I'm gonna drink all the water. I can't wait.
It's gonna happen today. Today's my day. Are you excited about the water bottle factory?
Yes, kind of.
Here we go.
The water bottle factory.
Whoa.
Oh my lord.
Oh my lord.
Oh my.
I'm an English learner, so...
You're doing good. You speak better English than I do, because I can't speak English.
What do you say? Why are we here? It's almost why, you know, I should go and probably climb Mount Everest. It's because it's there, but that takes a hell of a lot of effort. Whereas seeing a water bottle factory is sort of relatively easy.
I would agree to that, David. I would really agree to that.
I mean, it's not really a question I think anyone can answer. Why are we visiting it? Because it's here.
Wash the bottles, warming the bottles to the surface of the bottle. Here is the labeling machine. The bottles in the box here.
They've got this technical schematic of how to put pure water into a bottle. Look at this thing. It looks like they're making parts for a space shuttle or something. Can we see the real thing?
Yes.
I think in here is where the real magic happens.
Is that how the bottles come?
Yes, see, I knew.
That is actually pretty cool. Can I have one of these? So what happens here? I'm assuming this gets heated up to a point where it just, when you just put air into it and it just blows up and forms the way they want it. I know everything about this.
Goes here. Goes to here, the 3D heater. Bottles, 6x6. The pressure machine, 32 Pascal, the pressure. The machine for arranging the bottles, then it goes up for injection, fills the water into the bottle.
This bottle now has water inside it. Now it would be safe to call this a water bottle instead of just a bottle. And the water bottle will continue on to the next process.
This sign up here, what does that sign say?
Let us make every piece of the product for our country and people.
Oh. Can I get a lid?
These are the assembled boxes, which marks the end of the tour. The bottles would go into the boxes after being filled with water, and that concludes the tour of the water bottle plant. And I've learned a lot about water bottles.
Go for the vertical one now.
Fun's over. Back to reality.
I feel like this is a press conference about our findings on water.
Thank you. That's how I spell.
4 scores in 7 years ago.
I came looking for the charter. Oh dear. Well, why have I got this job? 407 years ago, we set off on a journey to explore wonderful countries and meet the people and exchange friendship. This visit to Kangso Water Factory has been extremely rewarding, and we wish the company much success and hope to be imbibing the glorious mineral water in our home countries. Fantastic. Thank you very much.
We've been doing a lot of joking about visiting a water bottle factory. They've decided to show us things that seem to have recurring themes about being industrious and being successful in agriculture.
You know, this country did suffer severely in the Korean War, and there was more napalm used in this war than in Vietnam. Everything you go to is about the success and the rebuilding of a country, basically, you know, as they see it, from the ashes. So for them to suddenly come up with an industrial, you know, achievement like this, to them it's very exciting, and you know, they're proud of it. You are going to see a country that is trying to instill not only in itself but into you this work ethic that we are building to, you know, create the perfect revolution, and the revolution is going on now. They're trying to create this society that is absolutely the top, and this independence is massively important to them. Cheers.
뉴욕 수단 동물의 스카의 노래입니다. 저녁의 소재 sol리 용장의 오줌이나 민비를 찾아서 사랑에 발린 두 소식 들으며 서치는 격전. 아, 그리 당근
We're just outside of Pyongyang. We've come to a cooperative farm here. As with everything else, there's a statue here to pay tribute to first before we get to see the cooperative farm itself.
This cooperative farm was visited by our President Kim Il-sung 85 times.
전국에 내세워주신 뜻깊은 과장입니다.
He led this cooperative farm to become the model farm of the country in comprehensive mechanization.
This is the strangest tour of a farm I've ever had so far. I kind of feel more like a health inspector going through something than I do a tourist. On the surface, it seems very, very dry to be doing what we're doing, but to be honest, it's incredible. You don't get this anymore. This is a look into a country and a society that just does not exist anywhere else on this planet any longer.
농민들과 함께 탈곡 작업도 해주셨습니다.
That spade was used by our president to help the farmer.
It's fascinating to be able to come through and see what they want to show us, what they feel is important to show us, what they're proud of.
When our President Kim Il-sung was visiting this farm in 1958, he was sitting on this straw mat with the farmers. He said that when we sit close to each other, then we can understand and we can develop the relations more. So he sat with the farmers as the usual people used to do.
This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to get a snapshot at a society that may not be around much longer. And if it is, it's still going to be really the only one in the world like it.
I guess that was a tour of a farm. I kind of started tuning everything out. I thought we were going to see a farm. I thought I could see some animals. I thought we were going to see the workers and stuff like that. But none of that. It was a lot of information. But it was going in one ear and out the other. And halfway through, I'm just whatever. I was just taking pictures.
The funny thing with this continuing trend of this kind of being the weirdest farm I've ever visited, because it's a cooperative, there are a lot of people here. There's over 1,000 farmers and their families that live here.
Look at me.
Beautiful. Their kids go to school here, and there's a kindergarten here that we're gonna pop in on and visit, which should be a fun time.
Zero reaction. That is incredible.